I've been trying to figure out if what I'm feeling right now is love, and I've noticed something really strange about the question like itself. Like the harder I look for an answer, the less available it becomes. Not because the feeling isn't there, like it's always there, 24/7. When I'm dreaming, when when I'm even in the daytime, whatever I'm doing, like it's loud, undeniable, the kind of thing I genuinely don't have good words for. But every time I try to hold it up and check it, like, is this real? Is this the real thing? It slips out of a frame, and like trying to look directly at something that only shows up in your peripheral vision. So I think I finally understand why there's just no moment where a feeling comes with a stamp on it. No internal certificate of authenticity. You don't get to crack it open and check the serial number against like some master list of like real love versus very convincing imitation. Like that verification just has just never existed for anyone ever. And I think most people who seem certain aren't actually more certain than I am. Like they- they've just stopped asking the question one way or another. Here's what make it even worse, or at least what makes it feel worse. I keep imagining a future version of myself, looking back on this exact moment, and I'm scared of what he'll say. Like, not that things won't work out. I'm not even talking about that. I mean something stranger. Scared of I'm scared that he'll, my future self, have more context than I do right now. Obviously, he's lived more life, my life. Like on top of everything I experienced, he experienced so much more. And that more context will let him see this moment for what it, actually was, in a way I can't see from inside it. So like I'm a witness giving testimony about an event I'm still standing in the middle of. And someone down the road is going to get the full picture and reveal that I had it wrong the whole time. But I think that fear rests on some kind of a mistake. Like my future self won't have more truth about this moment. He'll have more information about what happened after everything that I'm going through and had gone through. So both on the same thing. If this doesn't work out, that won't mean it wasn't love while it was happening. It'll just mean it ended. People fall in love and then it ends all the time. Like the ending doesn't travel backward in time and rewrite what the middle was. So like and if it does work out, that won't retroactively like prove today was love either. Like it'll just mean two people kept choosing each other after a long period of time, like enough to find out, the outcome was never going to be the verification I was looking for. It just felt like it would because our outcomes are the only thing that show up in hindsight with any clarity, and clarity is what I actually wanted. So if the feeling can't verify itself and the future can't verify it either, what's actually available to me right now is not what I felt, like what I did with the feeling. So and like the crazy part is like when I look at look at it instead of like interrogating the feeling itself, like something just kind of feels like it shifts. We didn't just spend okay, we didn't just spend easy time together. We had a real conversation about marriage, about kids, about what dating even means to each of us. The kind of conversation that I think most of even couples lack of at in this generation, and the kind of conversation you don't have to feel silence, the kind you just have on purpose because some part of you is already checking whether this person's life points the same direction as yours. And I don't think like that's nothing. That that's not just chemistry doing the talking. Like that's two people actually doing something productive for to develop the relationship in a lot better place deliberately while the feeling was happening um with around it. So I think that's actually the more honest place to look for an answer than the feeling itself, like not how intense does this feel, but what am I doing because of it. Feelings aren't unreliable narrators. I always said this. Like actions are a little more honest, mostly because they cost something, and you don't usually pay a cost for a feeling you don't mean. So and underneath all of this, feelings and actions, I think the real question was never actually is this love. I think the real question was, am I going to get hurt, and will it be worth it? Everything's about risk management and risk taking, and you just have to put a part of yourself up there and say, I'm gonna get hurt, but I'm going for it because I actually know the answer to that one, even if I don't like it. Of course, like it's gonna hurt. As I said, it would be strange, honestly, if it didn't. If something this specific, this particular to her and not to anyone else, could end without costing me anything. So I think I already know that. I like that. I think that I said it to myself before I even kind of realized I was answering my own question. So maybe that's the reframe. I don't get certainty about whether this is love. Nobody gets nobody gets the kind of certainty. Like nobody gets an answer. Nobody gets a confirmation or verification. Like not going in, not even fully in hindsight, because hindsight just replaces one kind of not knowing with another. What I get instead of is a choice. Keep showing up for it. Keep having the real conversation instead of easy ones. Like keep being honest about what it might cost or don't. Like that choice is the only thing I actually have access to right now. And the verification was never coming. I think I can stop waiting for it. So that's about it, this video. Thank you for watching.